Welcome back. So the final symptom that I'm going to speak on today is concerning trauma bond is the confusion. So the confusion comes in when the narcissist love bombs. So once your eyes are open to the truth of this person, and you have a real grasp on the fact that this person is untrustworthy, they're deceitful, they're attacking you, and they're trying to destroy you morally. They're trying to destroy your character. They're doing character assassinations. They're trying to destroy your own self-identity. It's not enough to get others to turn against you. They want you to turn against yourself. And so they will try to convince you that you're the problem, you're the bad person, even though they're really projecting who they truly are. They're the ones who are doing these things to you. But they will try to convince you that somehow you are to blame for whatever wrongs they have done to you. You've caused this to happen to yourself. So they're the victim to you, even when you really are the one who didn't do anything to them. So when you start to wake up to the fact that this is an unhealthy person who is constantly doing character assassinations of you, and you start to come to a point where you're about to confront them, or you want to get some clarity, you want to have some conflict resolution, then somehow they will pick up on this, and they will deflect any sound communication with you. But what they'll do is they'll come around as if nothing happened, and they'll love bomb you, and they will be the person that they know you wanted them to be from the start. All of a sudden, they're the kind family member. They're the one speaking kindly of you around other people. They're the ones showing how caring they are. And what this also does is it makes it more difficult for you to then tell your truth that this is an actually cruel person, because other people are seeing the kind side of this person. Okay? That's also where the confusion comes in. Also, when you're seeing that this person is so good to other people, and they've never done these cruel things, at least to your knowledge, to the other persons the way they have done to you, that creates the confusion. Because you're like, why are you the only one? Is it something about you that is making this person be this way? Is it something about you that is bringing this wrong side out of this person? And they want to convince you that it's you when it's not you. Because they see that light in you, they're trying to shut that light down. But as soon as they see you starting to wake up, as soon as they see you wanting to confront them and wanting to talk it out and seriously hatch it out, they will deflect it with the love bombing. And let's not worry about that. That's in the past. Why are you dwelling on that? We are family. We shouldn't have to dwell on that. Let's move beyond that. Those are forms of love bombing. And because you're so emotionally deprived, because you're so emotionally empty, because this person has left you emotionally empty, then you take in They're love bombing, and they get you to calm down. They get you to not address what you want to address with them, or just talk about what you want to talk about with them, and they get you to fall asleep to who they really are. And over time, when you keep going through this cycle of them being cruel to you, and then being kind to you, and then being cruel to you, and then being kind to you, it creates identity crisis. It creates trauma to the mind, trauma to the emotions, trauma to your chakras and your connections. You have no real sense of who you are. You have no real sense of how you relate to other people, because of this ongoing confusion. Also, this affects your focus. When you want to sit down to do a project, when you want to think anything through, it's hard to think it through because your reality of the truth has been altered and been tampered with. So it's difficult to even have a clear sense of thought and to think anything through. They make it so that you can't talk with anyone. They make it so that you've been kind of ostracized. They isolate you from the others, or make it so that even if you were to tell your truth to the others won't believe you, or they will turn against you for it. So it's like it's up to you to try to decipher your own life yourself, but you're under such strong delusion and such confusion, it's hard to process what's been going on. And they try to keep you in the dark with all of the confusion and with all of the switch ups. 1 minute they're cold, 1 minute they're hot, and 1 minute they're lukewarm, and they're just constantly switching up who they are, and you never know which person you're going to meet. Family gatherings, get-togethers, any situation where you're bound to be around this person or persons, you never know who you're about to meet in that moment. So there's this murkiness in your gut, this uneasy feeling, this uneasiness in the atmosphere, because you don't know what you're about to go into, and it's like you're constantly left in the dark. You're constantly questioning your situation and your realities. So, confusion, lack of focus, lack of mobility. It's difficult to move forward. It's difficult to progress when you're in that state of being. And they want to keep you in that state of being to keep you asleep and to keep you from addressing anything, because they don't want to work anything out. Their whole agenda is to keep you in identity crisis and not knowing yourself and not knowing your true purpose. If you are going through something like this, then more than likely you need to ask yourself, why is it that they're not like this with everybody else? Why is it that they're not like this with their other friends, but they're only like this with you? They need their flying monkeys to be in their corner. They need these other people to be in their corner. And 9 times out of 10, these other people, they can see the abuse that's taking place. They know that you're not who this person is making you out to be, but they're going to go along with it because they want to be on the end. They definitely don't want to be in your position. So out of fear, sometimes these flying monkeys will just keep silent and go along with the charade and keep you in the dark. You have to do the work yourself. You have to pray yourself through and get the strength to start pulling away from this person or persons, even if it's your relatives. Gain the strength to pull away. And the more you pull away, and the more you don't give yourself access to them, or don't allow them to have access to you, you'll start to feel your strength coming back. You'll start to feel a sense of your true identity and your true self coming back to you. You'll feel a sense of normalcy and less of a strain on yourself. So yes, as soon as you recognize the person or persons that are sending you through these cycles, cut them off. Cut them off. They are agents of Satan. And yes, most of them do know what they're doing. They try to get you to think that, oh, they don't know what they're doing, or they didn't mean to do it. They know what they're doing. The enemy knows who to work through. He knows who will allow him to work through them to hurt you. And I hope that made sense. The enemy knows who will allow him to work through them to hurt you. So I hope that this helps you to wake up when you start seeing these signs in your life. Wake up and cut these people off. Draw away from these people. Regain your strength and regain your sense of identity. And continue to awaken. Continue to awaken and come to the truth of who you are supposed to be. More than likely, you're the generational curse breaker. More than likely, you have a calling that's going to also set other people free. So it's not just your freedom at stake, but other people's freedoms that are at stake. And the enemy doesn't want you to get there because he doesn't want those people set free. He wants to keep everyone bound. So you must set your own self free. Get away. Draw away from that, because you can never really thrive in that toxic environment, in that state of confusion. You have to get clarity to thrive. You need clarity. So I pray that this will help someone to realize the situation that they're in and come out of it and rise to the calling that God has on your life. You all be blessed, and thank you for listening.